looks good. Let's see. So I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Okay. Whew. A little out of breath. Let's see. Paste that. No, I'm live. You guys already know. And I am. Okay. And paste it. Okay. Are you almost there? Almost there. Whew. Okay. Gotta wait for this to load up. We'll be ready. Okay. Ugh. Sorry, I just did a couple jumping jacks just to get some blood circulation. And now we're ready. Yeah, that looks weird. Chat, move a little bit and we'll get it looking a little better. Hello. Welcome back to the stream. I don't know what to say. I thought I would have more to say. Oof. I'm super out of shape. I did like jumping jacks for like 1 minute and I'm like totally out of breath. Oh man. One thing I didn't get was water. Wonder if I can take a break sometime in the middle and get more water. Otherwise it's gonna be like that and I'm gonna talk like this the whole time. Oh boy. Are we all here? I can't tell. Something about the chat. It's like I can never really see if you actually are here or not unless you actually post anything in the chat. Something weird about that. Even like in participants, my little stream box just says whoever actually recently talked. So it's like I don't know who's actually here. So yeah, the past messages kind of in that other weird thing there. Okay. We'll get started. I'm just a little upset I forgot to get water, especially after doing that a little bit. Just enough to get that box out of the way. That'll be enough. There you go. Hey, Cookie. Hi. Okay. That's my semi-outside voice for a bit. No one really will be able to hear. Okay. Let's get started. Hello. Welcome back. What did I do this week? Did I even do anything this week? No. It's mostly just working on the co-op project for Fallout Celeste. A lot of more internal stuff that got really exciting. So I guess what'll matter to you guys is when it's going to come out, but even then I don't exactly know when about that. Yeah, there's not much really to go into. It's just exciting that feels like we're making more progress than we have been, so it's like really exciting with that. Otherwise, there'll be a main channel video, hopefully by like Monday or something. That's about all the really big news with that, with all that. So mostly just been working on that most of the week, and the other project a lot, just to get the other guys going with that. So how are you guys doing? It's good to get water, but it's empty. There's a little bit. That's it. Any hints toward what my main channel might be? I think I kind of a little bit. That'll be for Monday, so you can figure that out. But no, I want to keep it all a surprise. I might post like maybe like 1 or so pictures on my Patreon as a little preview. I'm using a new technology for my video, so hopefully that'll work. I've tried it a little bit in the past, but it's going to be interesting to figure out if I can make a whole video out of it using it. Hi, Bradley. I'd like to review for the Discord mob position. Good kids. Great. Okay. Yeah, afterwards we can figure that out. If you don't know, I have a Discord channel. It's the Greenwater Club, I think. Yeah, just Greenwater Club. So links in the description if you want to join that too. I actually got a lot more people than I thought I would. So thanks everyone for joining and keeping the conversation going while I'm away most of the time. Yeah, I'm mostly just idling, just make sure everyone's here, and so that when we start, it'll be a whole party with everyone, because I'm not really sure what to do otherwise. Did you agree that Discord is epic? Of course. Let's see. What are you working on? I've kind of explained it a little bit earlier. And I'm working on Fall Obsessor, that's going pretty good, and a new project for main channel. For here, we can get into that. We're gonna segue into over here. Boop. Whap. We're gonna be going over here to, this is my Google Plus account. Alright, we're gonna explore my couple posts that I posted on my Google Plus. Just in the occasion of that it's gonna go away on August 2nd. So if I wanted to download all my stuff, I'll have to do it before March 31st. Okay. I wonder if I can get rid of all these buttons. Not really. Otherwise it's gonna be hard to read the chat later. Oh well. Kind of worry we're ending your story. Oh cool. It's like a fan fiction? Let's see. Have anything in my about? Ah, no. Let's not try that. Influences? What even is this? Okay. Okay, we'll get into it. So you heard that Google Plus is going away. So this is going to be my little tiny time capsule to make sure that I'm going to preserve it, at least in some way, that it's going to be in this stream, and we'll be able to, hopefully there'll be some posts I can like talk about and go back to my history and everything with all you guys. So that's going to hopefully to be the chunk of the whole stream here. So it's going to be really, really chill with all of you chatting about stuff as we go over it. So let's get to the bottom. Scoop. So I don't really understand Google Plus like at all, or like what are you even supposed to do with it, especially like in 2013. I think, yeah, I don't think anyone really understood like all the little circles and stuff you're supposed to have. I guess I understand now, it's like this, you know, like a circle of friends, like your influences and everything, but it just didn't make any sense. So I just kind of made it into like just these little posts and stuff occasionally back in like 2013 and up to like 16 or 17. Well, we'll figure out when I stopped. But apparently I got this Olimar papercraft.zip. If you go to it, it doesn't work. So I guess the file got deleted, but somehow I shared this somehow. I really don't remember anything about this. I think I have a bunch of paper crafts. They're like origami, but you use, you can cut them out in different pieces. So you cut out each piece, then you fold them up, and then glue it. I could get one, but I'll have to be off mic to grab one. It'll probably be off green screen. So you can look up papercraft and you'll probably find a couple ones for that. Yeah. Oh, you actually try following me. Google Plus Greenwater again. So sad, man. You can't just renew a Google Plus account? Well, I guess if it's just going away, like totally, I don't think you can, because I don't really know the whole story, but it just seems. I think some. What was the whole like major thing that it went away? It was like security thing, or like a bunch of information which they already own or somehow got leaked or something to other people. I think that was why. I don't remember. Let's see. So apparently I made this nice mouth chart. These are using the double rainbow puppets. And somehow, I guess a YouTube comment wanted to know about the mouth shapes or something. So I used I'm pointing with my mouse, of the different mouth shapes, I guess, for puppets. I was already a nerd back then with all this animation stuff. Shutting it down entirely. I believe so, yeah. Just gotta get rid of all of it. So, all of your accounts and everything, it's going away. But apparently I made this. I guess it's pretty accurate to how I do it today too. I think I used the same structure, like if I go to one of my puppets that I have today. I do use the same kind of style and shapes and everything in same order. So it's got the same mount and everything. You can see like how this one, it's very, the bottom second and bottom last second and third ones are very useful. C, D, E, J, K, N, R, S, T, X, Y, Z, sorta. I think the hardest one when I was learning how to do lip sync was try to get a G sound, like a G, like a gate or something. Cool. I was like, do I use like the closed smile off, or like any of these other ones, or like even like a ooh? Did I even put G? I'm pretty sure I like double checked and make sure like a G was in here. Oh yeah, and this one, yeah. Yeah, lip sync. Right to the lady and mom in Zoom class. Nice. Well, this chart will help. You can pause this then. Yeah, definitely learn just from this a lot. Because Double Moon Puppets had everything pretty much set up this way in this order. So I just kind of like instinctively, like over the years, like remember all the numbers for these. So it's like, oh, I need an L. That's like 11. You know, I know all these up to 15. It's like when I lip sync, it's like forces figure out what number it is in the sequence. This won't take too long, so I'm trying to go a little bit slow. Unless there's any more questions about everything. Guess I posted this video. Let's see if it works. There you go. Move out of the way a little bit. There you go. So I made this like a couple years ago. Yeah, this was my first animation test for Paper Derpy, and then I wanted to make sure that it made sense with the Mario universe too. So it was just trying to figure out, is this good with Mario assets, and then put a pony spin on it, and then just made it into a whole animation, which this is about as far as I got, where it didn't really go anywhere. So, but the pony did, and I used this model for like a couple years or so until I switched to the more chibi movie style. So apparently I spent like several weeks or months to just do all the assets for everything. I made everything by scratch. Get out of there. No. What happened? Give me back. Yeah. But you got official Pony RPG. Oh yeah. I actually did work a little bit on exactly kind of a game like it. But I think I used, yeah, a guy, I forgot his name, I'm sorry, but he was gonna make like a pony, like straight, you know, Paper Mario type of game, and he wanted pony assets, and I guess he wasn't an artist or like really like my designs, so he contacted me and asked if I can, you know, share the assets, and then we made a bunch of sprite sheets. So he had a cool editor, like an animation editor, but like he made it himself, so it wasn't really, it was kind of hard to work with, and I was just having really trouble back then trying to figure out like how we even supposed to do it. So I created a bunch of animations and sheets and characters mostly for it. So I haven't been in contact for like probably like just 2-3 years with him, so I don't know where the project's going or not. So I haven't heard anything from him yet. So hopefully it might have been on hold or really close to being done. Who knows? Oh, you made something? Cool. Ever tried sprite animation? I think so, yeah. I made, when I was like a teenager, seems like a long time ago, I did make some game maker games, but like they were very, very simple, and I was like so much into the art style, or art, you know, art side, that I wasn't able to like code. So I was like, even with Game Maker, which is like seemed like more nodes and simple like if-thens, so it's like super tricky to like have my brain like figure coding stuff out. So it's like I wasn't able to like figure it out. But I did make some. At least I just worked on some, you know, making transparent art of like ripping sprites from other games like Mario games, and just having like try and make some platformers or some like a ball bouncing on the edges or corners. Or I think the biggest one that I got most ambitious with was like trying to remake like the NES Zelda. So I tried to make a Legend of Zelda with using I think the original sprites or something. I tried really hard for like a couple days or so. But I think I just got frustrated trying to get the screen to scroll and stuff, or not even able to attack the right way, so trying to remake it. So that if I wanted to do it again, I'd probably use Flash. It's probably just action script it, but even then, will it action, you know, will SWF files even be, you know, existent in like 2 years? So it's not even worth it to even try that now. So who knows? Yeah, thanks for the question. Okay, sure. Thanks, Xerox. Let's see. Anything else for that? Let's see. Don't think so. So for this one, I think this was a project that I also didn't finish. This is mostly just all the stuff that I was like, hey, I'm doing all this, you know, work in progress stuff. I'll pull something up my Google Plus and then never finish it, or have some other complications, you know, unforeseen circumstances is probably going to be the whole thing here, where I didn't finish it. But I remember exactly what I made this for, so I don't know if it's small enough or big enough you can read it. Hey, every pony. For an upcoming project, I can't decide which style I should choose. It'll be a music video and very dynamic. The art style will also change the animation style, with simpler movements and flipping with the paper style, and more realistic movements in the cannon style. I use cannon like a military cannon. Let me know what you think and have a great day. Then this comment is like, you should have them do an epic battle between them. No comment. I think you should do the second ones because the first one looks too much like the real show, which was kind of what I was going for anyway. So, I just want to series, you should never announce a series unless you're well into production. Yeah. That's kind of what I would with the movie, but it was just unforeseen circumstances that it's like hard enough to like work on a consistent schedule like every month, and then another project, and then another project, and then, oh yeah, I have this big movie that I kind of made a trailer for. Oh well, it's still going, sort of. I just haven't worked on it in 2 months, so I'm trying to make room in April to just work on it. So, but this was another project where I kind of got into just making the, what's the name, Adagio, and just making that real good, and then changing just the line art or line outlines and then the eyeballs, and then just making it, calling it Paper Mario, kind of a thing. So, yeah, the video was like gonna be very very ambitious for 2015. So I feel every year or every project I feel I get better. It's like 3 years ago, it's like I would not be I wasn't able to finish a video like this that I had in mind. So I'm gonna be chill soon. I'm working on my story. You know, I can't share it up here. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. Oh yeah, 2015 February 10th. Hey everypony. Well, I've reached over 7,000 subscribers. Wow. I'd like to thank every one of you for giving me a chance to make you smile. Wow. Below is a background I made for an upcoming animation. I'll try and finish it by next week. Thanks again, have a great day. Yeah. So this is all the background that I made. Made all the little assets back here and everything. Don't know if you remember it. Definitely a while ago. This was what was it? Oh, it was the season 5 season opener. But I made it in paper ponies and there was a trailer for it. Or there was like a storyboard version of it. So it had like a they had a panel and then they showed like a clip at the panel of the official storyboards, and it had the animatic and voice actors already done, and then timed it out and then made it a video. And then someone in the audience took a camera and filmed it, and then I took that video and then made it into a flash video where I was able to animate on top of it using the animatics with the storyboards, and then I was able to use all these backgrounds and everything and make a video. That's looks like the it's timed out and has all the voice actors and everything to it. So that was a lot of fun. I really like doing those kind of videos for taking pony footage that hasn't aired yet and then making it my own and animating it. So I feel like I'm like animator on the show or something. But making it somewhat different, transformative by having to be paper ponies instead. Thanks, Craigie. Let's see. Couple more posts. I mean, this is like beta Twitter for like all my posts on here. This is great. Happy Hearts and Hooves days, every pony. Oh man, this is so cringy to reading this. No video today. I couldn't think of a good enough story. I'm wrapping up a big video, about 4 minutes long. Oh yeah, that's this video. That should be done by next week. Oh yeah, this was only like 4 days later. Go hug someone you care about and have a great day. I feel like I was doing like a newsletter kind of a thing, where like I had to make sure you guys have a great day at the end of everything. Now I just excuse me, getting choked up. Now it's just like I'm just posting a link to whatever I made, whatever. This is a combination of, sorry, Christonia. I'm gonna hide that. Sorry. Exactly. This is a combination of some background that I made with the Derpy, obviously, and then just recolored the hat, and it added this weird, not the same style muffin outline. Well, the outline makes it different. If it was black, it might be a little bit more better, but it doesn't quite fit, so it's like just weird. I don't know if you guys seen, you know, my modern Valentine's videos or posts where I just made them made Derpy really cute. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's why also, if I go back, why I wanted to change. Because when I saw the movie style with the flashback in the song, like they had very more expressive eyes and a lot more easier shapes and simpler shapes. Because looking at this now, it's like these are just black voids of like nothing, you know. Like you can just, you know, fall into the abyss of these eyes. It's like not expressive at all. And it's like you can't tell that she's actually have like skewed eyes or anything. So that was a big factor with that. That was just really hard to like animate and everything too. That was just like hard to, like, if I wanted her to like look at something, it's like I have to move like her whole head, and then like she has to look at something else. It's like, where do I put it? So if I had like pupils, then it's like I can have the head and then just kind of move the pupil around, and it works way better. Sound a code from Yoshi, and you're using Yoshi style. Haha. Oh, that's great. Let's see. Well, I thought. Well, okay. Usually I have water, so I can, you know, get all the spit out of my mouth. There's usually like a lot of spit going in my mouth. Okay. Wow. I never thought this would happen. Could someone translate this a bit for me? And I guess the video got deleted. But it was a Derpy test from a couple years ago. You might have heard of it. But someone made a Spanish dub of it, where they just stole my video pretty much fully, and then just had them just talking in Spanish, and it was like just really, you know, hilarious, like different voices for all of them. So I was like, wondering if try to like any cheeky way to say like, you shouldn't be, you know, what are you doing taking my stuff, and just adding more on top of it. And I guess back then I was like, don't do that. I don't like that. And then also trying to see if what they actually said, because it was in Spanish, so I wasn't able to understand it. But you could see it. Yeah, totally. Maybe just search Derpy test, and then like, you know, a little bit further down, there'll be like reposts and like other more dubs and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting, especially for me to like see these, like essentially just reposts, but then not just like reactions, but actually fans or something like transforming it to like dub it and change it. And because like a lot of, you know, all my videos don't have any voices, so it's like having someone else take the time to like add their own voices is really cool. So especially because I wrote this story, that is like, I know exactly like all the emotions and everything that they should have, or like how I wrote it. So it's like trying to see if when they, you know, say, you know, whatever, it doesn't use the same emotions as I envisioned, you know. Yeah, you can look up all those. Oh, I made a poll. This is so cute. Hey every pony, which is your favorite series I've made? 14 votes. I actually got a lot. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to like have this many people on here. Hey Rock. So I made this poll, I guess. Derpy Adventures, Doctor Hooves, video game parodies, music videos, and Paper Mario art style. Looking at this, I don't know if I wanted to like actually not clump, opposite clump, separate the Paper Mario art style from everything else, because I think I probably wanted to have like an art style versus topic. But this definitely did help me figure out like, oh, you actually all like the Derpy Adventures anyway, so, and the Paper Mario art style. So, and I guess 1% of you, or one person probably liked the Doctor Hooves. So it's like, okay. And that's definitely when I was more into working on them. That's a whole nother story of why I stopped doing that. Yeah. So glad you guys, you know, I hit some kind of jackpot with, you know, we all like Derpy and have fun adventures with that. So we can all share that and I can have fun with it. I do have fun making a video every time. So thanks. Whoop. Hey guys, 2015, April 27th. All right. I've made a new. I mean, swallow lunar. Okay. Hey guys, I made a new logo for my channel. What do you think? I always had so many questions. I got 4 comments. Oh, and these guys are like, can you make me an intro? And I was like, maybe. I don't think I did them for that. Yeah, I'll definitely have to take a break or something to get some water after I finish this. Unless this goes the whole time, which is possible. Yeah, would you guys be okay if I just get some water right now? I'll give you the... What would you want? What would you want to see about this? But then get rid of this and this. Okay. Have fun. I'm gonna refresh myself. There we go. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright. How you guys doing? I gotta drink this a little bit. Yeah, that's way better. I don't know, it's so parched. I didn't really know that I really needed this. So much water. Is my mic too close? I can move it. Okay, and I also got, let's see if this shows up, sorta. This is a paper craft. As you can see, it was very 3D, when I made this. I didn't make it's kind of hard to explain that. You get a template, and then you cut out each piece, so each piece is like, you know, like the ear would be separate from like the head or something, and the body would be separate. And then, it's like it's somewhat 3D, where it has different faces and stuff. So, made this. I have like a whole collection. Got a whole shelf of it. Whoop. See if this. Sorry. Let me see if I can just. Here, filters. Just for now, as you can see it better. This is Pikachu. So yeah, I think this is from Pokemon Snap, or like one of those 64 Pokemon games. So you get a template online, so it's like a flat piece of paper, obviously, and then yeah, just figure out how to fold each piece and then glue it. So you cut it out, fold it, and then glue each of these pieces. So it's hold up like just pieces of glue. But it's some of these obviously get way more advanced, and you can look up just how advanced these can get. So it was a hobby of mine when I was a teenager. I really liked doing that. Made them around over 100 or 150. I tried to keep track of how many I made. Where do I find them? You can just Google like papercraft. Let's see. I like the Nintendo paper crafts. keyboard. Ah, the website died. No! I got blocked by pup. Let's do this. Sorry, I'm finding it over here. So I looked up Nintendo Papercraft templates, and you can see like, oh, I guess these are all templates of stuff, but you can see how you'll be able to like fold each side up, and then it'll make a cube like that. Is there anything else here? So here's a more, obviously more complicated version of it, but it's just kind of the same kind of a thing where it's just have these lines in each part, and then you fold it, and then usually you glue it. This is kind of how they make it, where they have different pages of different pieces. This is like way bigger than most of them, so it's more splayed out just because each piece is way too big that it's like that. But you can see like how there's a 3D representation of it, and then how the flat view works. So I think I made my own papercraft template. Let's see. No, this is off topic, but I don't. Just wanted to spend some time on this. Let me get back to your. I like a Derpy one, I found one, running a bunch of shots. Nice. Where did I make it? Let's see. Oh, this is my old desk too. So I made Timmy from Undertale. With my my own hands, I made this template. It's very bare bones. I feel like I made it like in 64 kind of graphics where everything's like very billboard and flat. It's like the hair here is just like flat, hair back here, but like the skull and everything, the head is like some kind of a circle. So yeah, the box is a nice box. Trying some completely different. Made a lot of papercrafts before, a lot, but this is the first time, my first time creating papercrafts. Please, if you see any errors, download a template. Does this work? I don't know. Hey, there we go. So this is the template that I made. So I used that 3D program that you saw earlier, and you can see how some parts are like very 3D, like this body, you need to fold it, but the hair is just a picture. They just kind of put it together. Yeah, it's like a very big learning curve of trying to figure out, you know, like we've been working with it, with papercrafts, you know, like you have these templates already, and then you just build them. But trying to make the templates was really tricky. Yeah. Have I played Deltarune? No. I haven't even finished Undertale. I got to... Oh, the big Robo Man was his name. Kept kicking me. It's been like a year or something. So I'll watch out for these guys on my desk. I think I've seen enough of Deltarune itself to like feel whatever about spoilers. So yeah, like my other channel, my Let's Play channel. Nice. Back to Potes. Just get this going again. That's not anonymous. I got 16,660. Alright. Howdy, y'all. I've made a Redbubble account. I wasn't able to spell back then. Or grammar. If you're enjoying my work, please consider purchasing my merch. Wow, it's like I'm plugging you to go buy my shirt and other stuff. I'll try to add new content as consistently as I can. Thanks for being my fans. I mean, that's true too, yeah. I made a couple Redbubble designs recently, like last year, for near fall or summer. Let's see. Let me just open a new tab over here. See what we got. Oh, okay. It's nothing weird. Activity feed? No. How do I see my stuff? There you go. Does this go to the new page? Okay. Here's all the little designs I made for Redbubble. So you can order any of these designs on t-shirts, mugs, pillows, stickers, all sorts of stuff. So made these couple ones at the bottom recently. This is like the only one that has the new design. I don't know. I think it was just like a little hobby to say like, hey, I might, you know, might want to just sell out, I guess, a couple years earlier, and just, you know, make a bunch of stuff, and then it's like, oh, I can have my friends and family just wear my t-shirts and then go out, and conversation started to say, hey, what's that? I even wear some of my designs here to a couple PonyCons, and then actually got like, I went to like a vendor hall, and like someone asked like, hey, that's a cool shirt. I think it was this one. Like they just created their own kind of conversation. And it was like, well, that's a cool one. Where'd you get it? And then I said, oh, on Redbubble, because I made it. And they're like, wow. And that happened. Yeah. So I made this a couple years ago. This is actually the same model that I used in my animation from a David art somewhere else too. This is like them with me. Let's see. Get me out. Get my other stuff, old stuff. Let's see. Here we go. Let's mute this. Oh, this is the picture of itself, and then here, gotta give flash. I'm afraid I might quit YouTube. Yeah, hopefully to get like a more stable or better job will be better. Even just a graphic design will be fun. So I made this animation, so I was using the same asset from that design in t-shirt. Anyway, we got off on that again. Here's another design, part of the same Redbubble. This had another thing going on though. Howdy guys, I created an exclusive new print for you to enjoy. Oh. You can also buy it as a spiral notebook. I didn't, but I got it as a t-shirt. And then later, like a 4 or 5 a lot of months later, who makes Katamari? Konami? One of them. Gave me a cease and desist for this design because I was using the Katamari guy. So you can't buy this one because the Katamari people won't let you. So I was able to buy it. So I have a t-shirt of this illegal t-shirt. So, ha! So I probably just paid myself like $17 till I get it. So, haha! I'm a criminal. Let's see. Let's move on. Howdy again. I got an exclusive new t-shirt. This time with Derpy in a box. Go check it out. I think this was reference to one of my videos. Somehow she got in a box and a bunch of muffins were also in there. So, yeah. Oh, you guys. What did you even say? Can't read it. How do you make GIF? There go to Google and search how to make a GIF, and then whatever your original file is. Let's see. Ooh, oh, this is fun. What does it mean? It's 17,171. I was like, ah, that's a cool number. I got it. And these guys, I'm so impressed with you guys actually just making comments about it. Like, I never expected you guys to actually make any comments or actually care about anything that I'm writing here. There's something that makes GIFs. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. Usually just, you know, search for GIF from whatever I'm looking for. Makes it so pixelated on my screen. Oh, this is from a video. Wait. How did that happen? This is August 31st, and this is November 7th. Hey guys, we made it to over 19,000 subs. Thank you again for your wonderful support, and I can't wait to show you what I have for weeks ahead. And then I have this picture. So, okay. So do I. It's put you in time out for that. Ah, okay. Sending you a GIF in Discord. Ooh, okay. I'll check it after the stream. Somehow I made this as a content. Yeah. So I guess I used like every asset that I had already in my library and just put them all together. And it was a Katamari thing, so haha. I think I even used Katamari music. Yeah, I made a sequel to this, and then I used the Katamari music and then played it backwards. And then yeah. that was okay. Remember it? No. Ah, jeez. What's it? Oh, yes. I'll do that. Thank you. I think we're close to the end here. We're at 2016. Do you believe it? Apparently, I actually have a link to buying Miitomo. So, add me on Miitomo if you want. Sorry, this is like a dead graveyard of like dead things in here too. Ugh. If you don't know, Miitomo is a smartphone app for published by Nintendo. So it was kind of like their Miiverse, but on a smartphone. And I guess you're able to connect with your friends and then be able to answer questions to each other. Or like it would prompt you with questions and then you answer them. And then those answers will then be given to your friends. So it'll be like really childish, like, what's your favorite kind of food? And then you say, fish. And then your friend will be able to read it, and then they'll be able to see like the question and answer, and it's like, what's your favorite kind of food? And be fish. And be like, wow, I didn't know that. And it's like, yeah, it didn't make any sense. But you're able to customize it and everything, and you're able to apparently share your little guy. So apparently I got each of them, you can say like what your personality is or like stuff. So I put it in honestly, and somehow I did get independent artist, which is like exactly what I am. So I was like, okay. So I don't even know if you can take a picture of this and what will even happen, because Miitomo has been dead for a while. So I only really got my family to really be on it. Especially my mom was able to be on it for like a long time. Because we only really did it with like my immediate family parents. That's like, my mom was like super into it, and she would like answer like 20 questions a day or something, but then we wouldn't play, and then the only friends that she had was us, so she would just keep answering all these questions, and then we wouldn't actually play it. So it's like this empty hole of like not knowing about anything, where she just kept playing. So now she really likes Pokemon Go, the Like during her lunch break, she likes to go out and play. I do too. I like to tag along and go grocery shopping, and then we get to get some Pikachus and stuff. Yeah, look at my Pikachu now. Look cute. What's the next big idea? That's a good question. That's kind of like a Mitomo kind of question. I don't know. Idea? I mean, I feel like I'm really just honestly just trying to finish everything that I got now, and then I can work on something else later. Like, I don't have an idea for the next thing. It's more just trying to finish what I have now. So, I kind of do have like a couple ideas back in my mind, but I feel like they're either too ambitious or like something else, where it's like I'm not able to really go on anything like that. Where's the Pineapple video? That was back here in DeviantArt. We finished it. I don't know if you were able to see it, but it's on here. Boop. Let's go back. I don't have the sound on, but I guess we can play this until my computer dies of trying to replay this. So yeah. Back. That was that. We were able to finish it. Or like after, like we did this last stream of it, and then I then tweaked it a little bit. Like I added some smears and little bits and cleaned up a little bit of stuff. So yeah. Oh yeah, sure. I think this getting close now. Still July 2016. I made, well, I guess, made a Fiverr account. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear any recommendations. I think I spelled that right. Sorry for those waiting for intros. Yeah, so there was a whole thing of probably from spreading around from popularity of Derpy Test, and I guess I got someone this. I want to make sure I get this right. Someone asked me if they can animate an intro for them, like their YouTube, like, you know, like 5 seconds of like something like this, where it's just their name and then they row Sweet Pony and then they do something and animate that. So I guess I did someone for that, and then immediately, like in the comments, like 4 or 5 people were like, "Hey, can you do mine too?" And then I would do like maybe one of those, and then like 4 or 5 people would go to that video and then say, "Hey, can you do mine too?" So by then it's like every time I do one, it's like I wanted to do like all of them, but every time I did it, like 3 or more people would come in and want them, and I would just say, "Yeah, I probably will get to you." But then it's like I was just getting too busy, and I had obviously had school the whole time, and it's just like so many. This is too much, and I just like couldn't take it anymore, and just didn't want to do it anymore. And I was also doing it for free, so it's like just total waste of time. You know, it's essentially very, you know, very, very good for the community, but it's like just not, you know, good anymore. I made a video for you. Nice. I should have started charging. Well, that's what this was, that I made a Fiverr account. So then you'd be able to go here. I don't know if this even works. No, it's the main website. But I made an account. That's what this was. And then if I believe that if you sent like $5, then I would be able to, you know, put you higher at the list, you know, unfortunately. And then I would have, you know, higher priority, let's say, to work on it. But I think a couple years later, well, definitely I just, you know, quit all of them that I had, you know, in queue. Just I did the wrong thing of just not saying, you know, I didn't reply back to people that I did say, yeah, I'll do it. So that was bad. And then I just didn't work on it, and then just, you know, try to like hide back and say like maybe I didn't do did people I didn't work on. So then a couple years later, I think a couple more people, like 1 or 2 or so, had a resurgence of like, hey, can you do an intro or something out of the blue or something? I don't know. Yeah, and then I did like 2 or 3, and then they were paid, so I did like 5 or 10 an hour. I don't remember. But yeah. So those went pretty actually smooth. Like these only took like 2 hours really, but it was just like so much for my mind to figure that out. So, if you want an intro, too bad. It's hard to say. It was definitely like a couple years ago where it's like I couldn't say no, especially for like the ones that were doing for free. It's like, well, why not? You know, if people were asking like, why couldn't you do this free thing for me? It's like, you know. So it was a whole thing that took up like so much time that it really shouldn't have. So I worked on this one. I definitely finished this one. So it was a whole thing with that. So if you want one, I think one of you in the chat a couple weeks ago or months, it's been a while, wanted one, and then I said, well, you have to pay, and then they're like, oh, I need more money, and so they'll be back, hopefully. But I think in the description I do have like a, do you take commissions or how should I contact you, are in the description. So hopefully we're able to work it out privately, so don't try to figure the whole thing out right here. So that's about that for that. Yeah. Am I using 3 computers? I'm using 1 computer and 3 monitors. Hand blurry? Nah, that's my green screen, not able to figure out what even this color is. Yeah. I guess this was when I just started publishing or posting my videos onto here. Yeah, I told you that this is like a beta Twitter for me. Definitely before I got an account on Twitter, so that definitely makes sense. But these are just straight posts of like the videos that I made back in January 2017. This was definitely an interesting era where it's like I was definitely trying to transition, definitely with this kind of style. This was like the beta version of my stop motion-y, more cutesy, very stylized kind of look to it. Pretty much, you'll have to watch the whole thing. But you can see like this is very like on twos and everything. It's very different from my Paper Mario style that I was working with already. And I wanted to make sure that like everything here was like very stylized and had a very stop motion effect. So like every time that something overlaps something, then like the background would move a little bit. So stuff like that. This was definitely a transition from like trying to do the Paper Mario's to the style that I'm working with now. Currently, as you're watching this. So, and then I kept kind of switching back and forth between doing Paper Mario kind of style, especially with this one. This one was fun, and then going back to like super, like, way more experimental. Like not even have fills for everything. This is like on a chalkboard. It's like I had a very kind of style to it. That's like, I want chalkboard style, and I try to do everything to make it look like that and emulate that kind of style. So, yeah, this was kind of really fun to make, but I think I made a mistake at the end, so let's skip it. This is a lot more fun too. Like I can go over like any of these videos and talk like for an hour and do like a whole, you know, director's commentary on everything. It was a lot of fun. This is actually the last video that last post that I put on this. It was the one with the harpies, I think. So I was still doing the Paper Mario style. Back in March 2017. So that was really fun. One little parallax there. So much drama. It just stick out so much though. Okay. Somehow I got 87 followers out of that. I don't know if it's one of you. Thanks. Sorry that I didn't post too much on it or like really, you know, do anything interesting too much. Because I know just talking about it is really way more interesting than just saying, howdy guys, here's the thing, you know. So, thanks for hanging out with me today too. Then now we're able to actually talk about all this anyway. Sorry. Didn't even know it existed. I know. I wanted to hide it a little bit. I didn't want this to be like super public, especially back then. I was way more shy about everything that I didn't want to put anything online really too much. I'll end soon. I'll wrap it up. Yeah, I was just too shy to like be on the internet and like really have anything of myself on there. Like I was just so not able to even post too much. So just posting all these little videos and, you know, spending like 2 hours on like 5-second video or something. Way back in 2013, it's like never expected to like make it more than a hobby than it is now. This is a fantastic opportunity that I never expected to ever have. I never saw myself like, because like, you know, like in 2013 I probably was making still more of these little paper crafts that are now invisible because of the green screen, not able to figure it out. So I was making all these different models and stuff, and you know, I felt like everything that I've done has actually been an evolution to bring me to this place. So it's kind of pretty interesting to kind of like connect things to see of my story, just how much stuff that I've done in my childhood has led to me able to do all this and be able to super branch out like all my Let's Play stuff and now all my art stuff and animation, and then being able to have a somewhat job like a contract work with the Folly stuff. I'm humble bragging, but it's just so incredible. Love you guys. Give me this opportunity. You really actually did shape a lot of my story. Your stuff. Oh, thanks. Then we're gonna all send more. I know last week I said like we'll be drawing more ponies, but it's like I knew that this was gonna go away. That I wanted to make sure that this would be the closest I could to of it closing, so then it'll pretty much be a for sure time capsule to it, you know. So thank you. This is on my Google Plus account. You got like until April 2nd, so that's 5 days. So you got like a week to look through all these posts again. And I don't know if you want to follow me, if it's gonna go away. So that's up to you, but you can follow all my other stuff that I'm doing. So I'm gonna read your stuff and then we'll wrap it up even more. Oh, I got water. This is better. So it just comes for videos. Huh. I don't know. Yeah, your story sounds pretty interesting. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what to say now. It's just like I'm just either gonna repeat myself infinitum until you guys figure out what you're talking about, and then see you guys on the Discord in the meantime, and then have a video for next week. It's pretty much already halfway animated. It's incredible with the software that I'm using. That is like practically let's say I don't know, what am I saying? Real time animation. Haha. leave on that. Okay. Thanks again so much for not really supporting me, but just like helping me reviewing all my stuff and hanging out with me. Really does mean a lot. So I'll let you guys figure all your stuff out, and and then we'll catch you again later. I don't know. Yeah. See ya.